Knicks family, what's poppin'? It's your boy Sim from Nothing But Knicks. As you probably know, the New York Knicks and Kelly Oubre have mutual interest. But the Knicks will not be Kelly Oubre's only suitor. As reported by Yahoo Sports and according to league sources, the Miami Heat, San Antonio Spurs, and the New York Knicks are among teams interested in Kelly Oubre. And this goes back to the age-old question. Can the Knicks get the free agents they covet? Now, in this situation, the Knicks are in need of an athletic wing that can play defense, slash to the basket, and shoot, and maybe even create his own shot. Kelly Oubre can do some of those things. He'll also be looking for a multi-year contract, and the New York Knicks have cap money. They have between $50 and $60 million to spend. I'm sure they've made eye contact. They've got mutual interest, ladies and gentlemen. But who wouldn't have interest in Kelly Oubre Jr.? Look, he's 25 years old, so he hasn't reached his prime. He's got a few years to go before he gets to his prime. 6'7", 203 pounds, good length, good footwork, plays rugged defense. You can see among wings, he's top 10 in deflections, 90th percentile in blocks, 68th in steal percentage. He's a good defender. In the 2021 season, he averaged 15.4 points per game, 6 rebounds, 1.3 assists, 1 steal per game. Now, his shooting, here's the question about his fit with the New York Knicks. Shot 43.9% from the field, 31.6% from the three-point line. He shot 69.5% from the free throw line, and he did that in 30.7 minutes per game. Like I said earlier, the Knicks need a rugged defender at that 3 spot. Oubre can provide that. They need a slasher. He can provide that. They need a guy that can create a shot. Maybe not all the time, but sometimes. He can provide that. But they also need a shooter. The question is, can he provide that? That 31.6% from the field in 2021, the lowest of his career. Now, in 1920, he shot 35% from 3. In February, he had some nice numbers. It's 50% from the field, 43% from the three-point line, and 74% from the free throw line. So is he the small forward that the Knicks need? Does he provide enough shooting to give the Knicks what they need? That's the question. I'd like to hear what you think about Kelly Oubre and whether his defense, his ability to slash, his ability to create off the dribble, pull up off the dribble, is it enough even though his shooting numbers, his three-point shooting numbers are not very high? But he has the ability to shoot, ladies and gentlemen. His shot is not broken. It's not broken. So I don't know if it's shot selection. He had a bad start to the year as far as shooting the ball from 3. We'll see if the Knicks and Kelly Oubre can make a connection, see if it works here in New York. The last thing I'll say about that is if you get Kelly Oubre, you got to get a point guard, which is the Knicks' number 1 priority this offseason. You got to get a point guard that can knock it down from 3 for sure. Look, Julius Randle shot 41% from 3 this year. RJ Barrett shot very well from 3. He didn't start shooting well from 3, but he ended up shooting well from 3. Reggie Bullock shot 41%, but Kelly Oubre would be replacing Reggie Bullock. Is there enough shooting in that lineup if Kelly Oubre is your 3? To provide that shooting, you got to get a point guard that can knock it down. We'll talk about that in another video. Talking about point guards, though, ladies and gentlemen. The Knicks, of course, have interest in keeping Derrick Rose. He was great for the Knicks this year. His veteran leadership was everything that the Knicks needed and that Tom Thibodeau wanted from Derrick Rose. Fit the system well. But ladies and gentlemen, there's going to be suitors for Derrick Rose as well. According to the NBA Analysis Network, and they're getting their source from an NBA executive who says this: the Knicks would absolutely love to bring Derrick Rose back for another year or two. He was a perfect fit, and Tom Thibodeau would like to keep him on the roster. However, there will be plenty of other suitors, including the Los Angeles Lakers, who will be looking for a new point guard with Dennis Schroeder leaving town. LA is a serious threat to land Derrick Rose. Now, let me speak on that for just a second. And I'm not going to discount the Los Angeles Lakers. Not at all. But knowing what I know of Derrick Rose, I don't see him going out west. I just don't see him going to the Lakers. Derrick Rose likes to be in a comfortable situation. He likes to be close to home, which is Chicago. If you look at the places he's played, obviously he was traded to New York years ago, but he played in Cleveland, played in Minnesota, he played in Detroit. All of those cities are in the Midwest surrounding Chicago. He agreed to be traded to the Knicks. Why? Because Tom Thibodeau was there. Taj Gibson was there. People that he's comfortable with. Just not sure that I see him going to the Los Angeles Lakers, not Chicago. I just don't see him going to the Lakers. I could be wrong. And maybe he's figuring it's about time that he try to battle for a championship with LeBron James and Anthony Davis being there. I believe that Derrick Rose will remain a New York Knick. It may take some time in free agency as the Knicks look around and try to get a starting point guard and fill out the rest of their roster. But I believe Derrick Rose will be coming back to the Knicks, maybe even finish his career in New York, to play with Tom Thibodeau, play with Taj Gibson, so on and so forth. We'll see. As far as what Derrick Rose did this season with the New York Knicks, and these numbers here are just with the New York Knicks. He averaged 14.9 points per game, 2.9 rebounds per game, 4.2 assists, 1 steal a game. Shot 48.7% from the field. He shot 41.1% from the three-point line. You didn't usually expect that from Derrick Rose, but that's what he did this season. He did that in basically 27 minutes per game. We'll see, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see what the Knicks do in the offseason. It's coming up shortly. I'm sure the Knicks are on the phone right now talking to executives and doing everything, agents, the whole gambit. The whole gambit, ladies and gentlemen. It's coming up very soon. Pay attention to everything that's going on. Stay with NBK. We're going to continue to give you the news as it breaks. Subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed. Ring that notification bell, ladies and gentlemen. I'm out of here. I want to know your thoughts. Leave them in the comment section. Derrick Rose, Kelly Oubre. Do you want Derrick Rose back? Is Kelly Oubre the wing that we need? Talk to me, ladies and gentlemen. I'm out of here.
This is NBK, nothing but Knicks. When Sim passed the assist, you know that it's #1 show that breaks down the game. If you can't play defense, stay out my way. Dribble the ball, come down the lane. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Who gon' win us the game? You wanna hear Nick updates and trade rumors? Post-game reviews, this the place you tune in. So tell a friend just to keep the ball moving. Like the page if you feeling the movement. Every game we coming to win. Give us a sub like a player that came off the bench. This is NBK, nothing but Knicks.